sunset. We rejoice in your love. We are one with you. We are one with you. We are one with you. Strength of your love, I take refuge in you, in the shade of your wings. For we are one with you, we are one with you, we are one with you, oh Lord. We are one with you. We're one with you. We're one with you. Oh, hey. Steadfast, steadfast upon you. I will awaken the dawn. My heart is steadfast, steadfast upon you. I will awaken the dawn. Hey, wake up my soul, wake up my soul, wake up my soul. 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 To the glory, my soul. Wake up 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 my soul. At the breaking of dawn, we abide in you, Lord. At the glorious sunset, we rejoice in your love. For we are one with you. We are one with you. We are one with you, oh Lord. We are one with you. We are one with you. We are one with you, oh Lord. Wake up my soul. Wake up my soul. Wake up my soul. Wake up to glory. Wake up my soul. Wake up my soul. Wake up my soul. To the glory.
What a beautiful start to a new year, a new beginning year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to all, a lovely Happy New Year to all. And it is, we're feeling a new beginning. This is what we're feeling, and we're feeling in our heart to be thankful, to praise and give thanks for this new beginning, and give thanks for family and the love within family. It is that time of New Year, it's that time. It is that time to remember those of family and those that are maybe have passed. And we have to remember that too. It's part of every family, the sorrow and the happiness that sometimes has to reflect in it.
I like to remember at the beginning of the year that we're actually created to be one with the Lord. And so that song, saying, wake up my soul, to the glory of that we're actually made to be in union with God. Each one of us, and even corporately, we're supposed to be in union with Him. And we forget that. We lose that often throughout the year, or we've never even taken hold of it. But there's a waking up. There's a waking up that's good for the beginning of the year. So.
Yeah, thanks so much for starting with that song. We were thinking just minutes before we started, what can we do to sort of kick off as you just said, waking up, and you come up with that song. So it's very, very apt, very, very fitting, and thank you so much. Yes, and thank you everyone for coming in and joining us. I'm just looking to see who's there. James is there. James Geary. How do you do, James? Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. It's always a pleasure to see people, welcome people, and see new people coming in. And Shona, I noticed, was there too. Shona, Happy New Year to you. God bless you. God bless you and your family. And all our Sanctuary First community. Sorry, I'm a little tangled up here. Oh, yeah, that's me. Sorted now. All our Sanctuary First community, we do wish you all our love. And remember, we've got Sunday Live coming on Sunday at 3 o'clock. And our heartfelt love goes out to everyone at this time, to your families, to your friends, to the loved ones past. Well, I'm not sure what to start, but I'm thinking about a song which is coming to my heart just now. I'm Made for Your Glory, particularly because we can do nothing without that glory. And when I wrote this song, I had a quandary about whether it was I'm made for your glory or I'm made from your glory. And
kind of both.
Well, I didn't know over how to do the chorus. I'm made from your glory or for your glory, and I decided it's both.
So do you mix them? You intermix them within the song?
I do. One line's I'm made from your glory, and the other's I'm made for your glory.
Which is a nightmare if you try to sing along. But anyway, that's okay.
It is.
But I like that. I like sometimes that in songs we create tensions where you're made. Like that. You're made for the glory. You're made from the glory.
Yeah.
And that you sing both, and it interchanges between both, and that at different times you might feel one more than the other, because that's very real.
Okay. Yes, indeed. I'm looking at the others that are coming in. Thank you so much. But yes, that was what we were hoping to do with this song. It was the combination of the frailty. Is we as people. But there was a nice little message from John 1. The Spirit who lives in you is greater than the spirit who lives in this world. And the Lord helps us with our overcoming attitude. So, and that's what I was trying to remember. I'm trying to wish you the best for this year. The Spirit that's with us is greater than the spirit of this world. So remember that, please. Can you hold my hand, Lord, when I lack belief? Will you take my troubles when I have no faith? I'll hold my head high with the help of the Lord. I dream of love, Lord. I dream of joy. I dream of love, Lord. I dream of joy. I've had many disappointments, complaints about life. When the doubts and fears, Lord, cloud my circumstance, everything I do, Lord, it feeds my fears. Will you help me, Lord, overcoming attitude? Will you help me, Lord, with an overcoming attitude? Sometimes I forget my place. Sometimes I forget my faith. Sometimes you never will know I'm made from your glory. I'm made for your glory. I feel your heartbeat when I feel my pain. You forgive my sins, Lord, as you know my name. You bring me love, Lord, when I have no hope. And you help me, Lord, with an overcoming attitude. Help me, Lord, with an overcoming attitude. Sometimes I forget my faith. Sometimes I forget my place. Sometimes you never will know I'm made from your glory. I'm made for your glory. I give you permission, Lord, to change my life. I look for the good, Lord, in all I see. I look for the wise folks to lead my way. You're my salvation, Lord. You created this life. You're my salvation, Lord. You created this life. Sometimes I forget my place. Sometimes I forget my faith. Sometimes you never would know, no. I'm made from your glory. I'm made for your glory. I'm made for your glory.
Nice.
Yes, it's both. It certainly is both. Made from and made for. And I love that little message from John 1. The Spirit who lives in you is greater than the Spirit who lives in this world. And that was a powerful one. It's a powerful one. I think I'd love to start with this one for this year. And I know you've been in reflection and in prayer for the last few days, which I think is a fabulous thing to be doing at the beginning of the year.
I remember hearing about a tradition of fathers and sons that when they had been separated for some time, this was not here, but in another country, when they'd been separated for some time, as they would come together to reconnect, having been apart, or someone was on a journey somewhere, then the father and son would touch foreheads with each other,
Right.
and they would allow their breath to mingle with each other, and they're breathing in and breathing out as they were kind of forehead to forehead. And this was a way of reconnecting, a way of resetting, a way of saying, yes, you're my son, I am your father. And so they would do this for a few minutes. They would just be in this position, forehead to forehead. And, in Scotland, often you can see your breath.
Yes.
When you're breathing, if you're
indeed.
outside and it's winter time. So, and it reminded me of that we can literally step into someone else's breath. Now, in COVID, that was a scary thing, right? And so we had the masks on and all that stuff. But the truth is that happens a lot. And the closer you stand with someone, the closer you are with someone, the more you are enveloped in their breath, and their breath is enveloped in yours. And it made I wrote a song which was for me saying, Ian, step into the breath of God. Draw close to God. Put your forehead onto his forehead and breathe in the breath of God. And in the Bible, the breath of God is symbolized or represents the Spirit of God.
It strikes me as well, it's something like you're getting into sync with someone else. You're getting into
Yes.
the rhythm, almost getting your
Yes.
heartbeats aligned. I think that's a fascinating thing, because it's like mother and child as well.
Yeah.
And those of us that remember when we had smaller children, when they used to sleep on top of your chest.
Rest on
and
your
rest
chest,
on your
yes.
chest. That was a lovely, lovely thing where you just felt at one.
Yeah.
And I suppose what you're describing there in a very simple way is to be at one with yourself,
Yes.
with the other person,
Totally.
and with the Spirit. Tell me, please, drop us a note if there's something at the beginning of the year that you like to do. You've maintained it maybe for a few years, or something at the beginning of the year you'd like to definitely start. I'm thinking that we need to do at least a couple of hours quiet prayer. At least once a month, a deep soak. And I don't know if we can do that online and share it with others, but it wouldn't be a lot of words. It would be maybe a little bit of music. I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking just now, is to do this day. I don't know if we can do something like that online, if it would work. But I know we could in a space. What's the song in your heart, Ian?
This song's called Ruach HaKodesh. Step into the breath of God, Ruach HaKodesh. I'm in you, you are in me, Ruach HaKodesh. Step into the breath of God, Ruach HaKodesh. I'm in you, you are in me, Ruach HaKodesh. And I was created far from the dust of the earth. You breathe your life into me. When I was created far from the dust of the earth, you breathe your life into me. Step into the breath of God, Ruach HaKodesh. I'm in you, you are in me. Oh, I couldn't, and your likeness created in the image of Yahweh. I am made to be in your likeness created in the image of Yahweh. I am made to be. Oh, I am created to walk in the garden with you. We talk in the cool of the day. Yes, I am created to walk in the garden with you. We talk in the cool of the day. I'm in you, and you are in me. In union, we are. I'm in you, you are in me. In union, we are. Step into the breath of God. Ruach HaKodesh. I'm in you, you are in me. Ruach HaKodesh.
Beautiful, 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 Ian. Wasn't that beautiful? Just what we needed, just we needed to be filled up with that beauty. And there's been some lovely comments coming through.
Oh, great. Share some. I can't see them.
James came with a passage from Isaiah 41. Really fabulous. So do not fear, for I am with you.
Yes.
Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with a righteous right hand. You know, I've got a song about that. We'll do that another time. But that is, it's a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just, thank you for that, James. You were in sync. Thank you so much. And Anne Hamilton's come in too, and she's
great
been
to have you,
struggling a
Anne.
little bit with an
Great
infection.
to have you, Anne. Oh, sorry
so
to hear that.
hopefully that our prayers can go out to you for some healing and some wellness that can see you going through for this next week, and catch your breath and give you a new wind of the Spirit within you.
Step into the breath of God. And step into the breath of God.
Fabulous.
Let His healing come as you reconnect with the Almighty God.
And our good friend Joshua, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for those fabulous songs over the New Year period and Christmas period, Miriam and yourself. It was so uplifting. I'm suggesting a humble hour or so to pray quietly, and you and Miriam, I think, lead the way in hours of reflective worship and prayerful worship. It is fabulous. You can catch Joshua and Miriam, hopefully on Facebook. I'll share them as much as I possibly can with you, colleagues, because there's just something beautifully uplifting.
A sweet spirit and the presence of God. The presence
It
of
is
God.
fabulous. We're hoping to try and capture. I'd said it before, Joshua. My apologies. We've got to get you some equipment so we can capture. I know Jack's been speaking to me. He's been saying, "How can we go over? Can I just maybe go over to Joshua and spend a week over there and record and capture some of that fabulous sound that we know we could do for 61st?" So we'd love to. So Jack's itching to get his case packed in this year and go over to join you, Joshua. I hope you've got a
Quite
spare
right
room.
too. Quite right too.
And anyway, we can do it. Norway, of course, isn't it? It's Norway.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Joshua and Miriam come over maybe a month or so before, a month or so ago.
In November,
And-
yeah.
Yes, and we played with the Live Jam and played with Ian, and it was so uplifting. And you could see that go back to the Live Jam. It's November, wasn't it?
Yes.
In November, go and pick up one of the past Live Jams, and you'll see Joshua and Miriam there. It is so uplifting. And also, on the Hogmanay session, Live Jam, we had one of Joshua and Miriam's songs, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant too. It just took us to a different dimension. And Jack's given us an idea too about my comment about an hour's maybe or so's prayer. He says, "What about a festival of prayer?" Yes. Now, I know we did a festival of prayer, but maybe we could do another different type of festival of prayer, which is a different, with music. Who knows? Let the spirit of let the spirit touch us and lift us to what we could do with that. Get a creatively something wonderful to do.
Yes.
Now, along that line, I've got a lovely song I'm hoping will touch your hearts, because it's called "Lord, Touch My Mouth." It's under new song because it's one of my new songs on the green one there. A new song, "Lord, Touch My Mouth." And it's the plural version, "Lord, touch our mouths." And it came from, again, inspiration from Jeremiah. And the Lord reached out his hand and touched Jeremiah's mouth and said, "I have put my words into your mouth." And I thought instantly, I want some of that. I really want that. But I don't want it just for my mouth. I want it for everything. I want it for my feet. I want it for my mind. I want it for my eyes.
Yes.
I want it for everything. I greedily want, Lord, to touch every bit of me.
No, but
And
that's not greedy. It's just understanding that you've come to one who is all sufficient, who can do everything. I remember Peter saying when he's like, "Lord, don't wash my feet, don't wash my feet," and then he's like, "No, I need to wash your feet, or you can't be part of me." And then he's like, "Well, wash all of me then, wash all of me, just the same as you." He said, if you're going to do part of me, don't stop there. I want it all. I want every part of you that I can.
I'll unuse the pick. So please, soak in these words for a period. It's only a few minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And if I can announce them and enunciate properly, I hope that these words can touch through you and you can pick one or two of them to prayerfully plant in your mind as a seed. And the Lord will follow with a similar thing. Have you got it, Ian?
Go on.
Lord, reach out your hand and touch my lips. Your words in their mouths to challenge leaderships. Grant us your blessing that I might grow. A heart for the broken days that others will know. Lord, reach out your hand and touch our minds. Those lives turned around for all of mankind. Grant us your blessing that we will know the ways of our fathers that matter so. Anoint our mouths, anoint our minds, anoint our feet to walk with you. Anoint our hearts, anoint our hands for signs and wonders for the unbeliever. Lord, reach out your hand and touch our feet so we can walk down every troubled street. Grant us your blessing to walk with you, that we might bring others along with us too. Lord, reach out a hand and touch our eyes so we can see visions of your paradise. Oh, grant us your blessing to guide our way in your kingdom's work every day. Anoint our mouths, anoint our minds, anoint our feet to walk with you. Anoint our hearts, anoint our hands for signs and wonders for the unbelievers. Lord, reach out your hand and touch our ears so that we might hear the beat of your heart. Grant us your blessing to hear your voice, that we might make the wisest of choice. Lord, reach out your hand and touch our hands, that we might heal and set your children free. Oh, grant us your blessing of healing hands for signs and wonders for unbelievers. Anoint our mouths, anoint our minds, anoint our feet to walk with you. Anoint our hearts, anoint our hands for signs and wonders for the unbelievers. Lord, reach out your hand and touch my heart, using our weakness to strengthen a new start. Grant us your blessing of an open heart to turn around lives and set captives free. Lord, reach out your hand and touch our back, that we might carry another along the way. Or grant us this blessing to walk that mile with a brother or sister that needs it most. Anoint our mouths, anoint our minds, anoint our feet to walk with you. Anoint our hearts, anoint our hands for signs and wonders for the unbeliever. Anoint our hearts, anoint our hands for signs and wonders for the unbelievers. And may God anoint your hands, your mouth, your eyes, your feet, wherever you are. Wherever you are, may you all be anointed with those gifts. What a lovely song to capture the thoughts. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, it was very good. I've always loved when you play that song, and there's something. The style of the song is it's unusual.
Unusual.
I can't quite describe what the style is, but it's almost that it's got a European polka.
A polka.
A very slow.
It's
Is
maybe
that
to
right?
be.
Is
It's,
that right? Very
it
slow.
sounds like a polka.
I don't know.
rhythm to me,
Someone
yes.
out there knows exactly what style this
It's
is.
maybe to
Please
be
tell me.
waltzed
Please
to.
tell me
It's
if
maybe
you know.
to be waltzed to and around.
Well,
and round the floor.
it is a waltz, isn't
A
it?
Viennese waltz, a polka
It's
type. Yes.
a 6/8, so but I love it. I love it.
But what a lovely, lovely thought. And I want you to hold on to those, because that's our chance for this year, is to ask our Father to anoint our hands, our heart, our eyes, our every piece. And maybe pick something particularly that you wish special anointing for. Ask.
Yes.
Have
Yes.
that chat and ask. Pray. Because if we don't ask, there's a chance we might not get. Just a remote chance. I've been blessed with many things I've not asked, but I would encourage you, please, ask. Have that
Well, doesn't it say that?
discussion.
Doesn't the Bible say, "Ask and it will be given to you"? You know, seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. But if you don't ask,
Yes.
there's no receiving. If you don't knock, there's no opening, and if you don't seek, there's no finding. So.
But we will be pleasantly surprised. Nothing will be denied us. Nothing will be denied us. So that's my plea for every one of you. I hope it can touch your heart. Joshua says, thank you. I love that song. Thank you so much, Joshua. Small in comparison to your contributions that you give. Thank you so much. What is on your heart musically, Ian?
Oh, okay. I have one more song, which is, I believe the chorus is part of another song, which I didn't know originally, and I think I took it, and so Amy started singing it one day, and I was like, that's really good, and so I started playing it and singing it, and then found out that it wasn't hers, even though it's from the Bible, it's from the scriptures, and so I wrote some verses to it, and
Perfect.
loved the song. So and it's from
It's a
verse.
homage.
Oh yes,
It's a
yes,
homage.
it is. It's from a verse in the Bible that says, "For thou, O Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head."
For thou, O Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, O Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. Not to us, but unto you, O Lord, be the glory, be the glory. Not to us, but unto you, O Lord, be the glory,
Oh Lord, out a shield from me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, oh Lord, art a shield from me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. Strong and mighty one, great deliverer, your glory reigns over all. Strong and mighty one, great deliverer, you are a shield for me. Oh, thou, oh Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. For thou, oh Lord, art a shield for me. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. Thank you for lifting. You're my glory and the lifter of my head. Thank you for lifting. You're my glory and the lifter of my head.
Beautiful, beautiful song again. Lovely, lovely. And I don't think I've heard it, and I don't think I recognise it. So you've created it, you've given it life. Whatever it was dead before, you've brought it to life.
You know, and I
Thank
was
you so
thinking of a friend of mine who's going through a number of challenges, and he's in the courts, and he has all these legal things that he has to go through, and it can be so challenging, and it can really wear you down when when things come against you, and when it may be financial things, it may be legal things, it may be relational things. But I just want to encourage everyone and say to you, do you know, be encouraged, rise up again, build up your faith again in the Lord, and recognize that He is a shield for you. He is your glory and the lifter of your head.
Oh, thank you so much. Because that particularly means I'm embattled right now. I'm battling I don't know, maybe about 8 or 10 things right now that are just not managing to close. They keep coming round and cycling around. Just worldly stuff, but God is using it to teach me to let go of my strength and focus, as you say, get that shield and pass it up, and rely on God's strength and have that shield for protection. And it's a super, super important message for me, just myself, just our family. We're going through a bit of tough stuff that everybody's got to go through. But here I've got a lovely song, a new one. And it struck me, it's not one of mine, but I feel compelled to do it. Hey Brother, it's by Avicii. And it was sung by Dan Tyminski, who was on the Old Brother of Where Art Thou. He's got a fabulously country stroke Americana voice. Yes. And you should pick that up. Oh brother, where art thou? That's on Constant Sorrow. It's another fabulous song. I can't sing it for toffee, but I love the song. But this one, Hey Brother, was done, I think, in about 2013 and came back into the mainstream charts in 2018. Listen for it, but it's the words particularly. And using Dan Tyminski's fabulously harmonic voice, I've got a little box, a harmony box here that I've been trialling just over this last couple of things, which mimics my own voice back to me if I can sing in tune. Right. But only if I can sing in tune.
Only if you can sing in tune, okay.
And anyway, for this bit, because there's a great deal of what they call auto-tune on it in the original. But look out for the original of Hey Brother by Avicii. It's a fabulous one, because the words are just about, hey brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know that sweet water, its blood is thicker than water. And it's a great brotherly friendship song. So there you are. In the mainstream, there's lots of fabulous folk songs. Let me have a go and see if I can manage it for you. Oh, one more thing to press. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know that water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, if your sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I can hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I can help you out. If the sky comes down, nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, nothing in this world I wouldn't do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. And if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. So that's a little off the wall, but listen to Avicii's version of that song. It's so great. It really quite picks you up. Hey, brother, hey, sister.
I really like that. I think we'll have to do that again.
We'll have another go. We'll try and do
stab at it
second and
another
third
time.
verses will be much, much better. But that's us just looking at it. But yeah, I think there's a whole load of folk I
Yes.
could hear voices on that.
Yeah,
because the more voices, it's a kind of harmonial song.
Yeah, let's get
and the harmonies.
Zarita. along.
Zarita,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
My vision was yourself and Zarita
Oh, there we go.
on that song.
There we go. Great.
So you've heard it here. Do you have anything else? I've only got one little song left, which is
No, let's
maybe
just- let's-
This Little Light.
Let's play that out. That's a great
This
song.
Little Light.
Great song to play out.
And this, maybe we could do this for Matthew. How's about that? This Little Light of Mine. Let me see if I can find it, because I still need to. Can't remember a word. Let's see. This little light. Come on, where is it? There it is. There.
And thanks to everyone who's come on. I'm afraid I can't quite see all the comments today, but I want to say thank you for everyone who's come on. There are a number of people I can't see. Was that Chris Sampson? Oh, so Chris, hi. Thank you so much for coming on. Chris, you'll have to come on the show, do a song at some point, so don't forget.
Please,
that,
Chris.
You're there. And blessings to everyone else, especially Matthew and the crew down south.
I've got the old Joanna out. The old Joanna's here, and I'm having a wee look to see if I can see the words. So please join in wherever you are. You'll know some of the chorus to this. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's do that again. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, ain't nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, ain't nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, ain't nobody gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Well, Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Oh, Jesus is our light, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, Jesus is our light, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let's little light. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, that little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let him shine, let it shine, let it shine. So thank you all so much for coming in. Excuse me, the voice is gone. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. It's just lasted just enough time to finish. You're
Yeah.
probably saying, thank goodness. But thank you so much, Ian, for coming in and joining us. And not
Glad to
just
be
that,
here,
the
glad to be
reflection today has been massive for me, lifted me up. And I love that song with the shield. It's so, so good. So, folks, remember Sunday Live, 3 o'clock, and Albert and the gang will be there. And join us there, please. We'd love to see you join us there, and even on Watchback. So please, until the next time, thank you so, so much. We'll sing out with a little bit of This Little Light.
Join us at home. Join us at home.
Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh,
shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.